Welcome here to a super windy afternoon in Vassiliki, where I'm going to have a bit of a dive into the famous, or the infamous, carve jibe. Now today's video will be relevant. It doesn't really matter if you're just about making around a carve jibe, or perhaps not even that far, or if you're trying to plane out of the carve jibe. It's all going to be relevant for you. And it's even a pretty useful one where there's going to be a lot of me chatting, but not necessarily much technique being discussed, which is an interesting thought when I'm going to say this will improve your carve jibes through this video. The reason I say that is I do a lot of coaching out here in Vassiliki, and if you haven't already, drop me a message if you're coming this way. Be happy to help you out in the water. A bit of one-on-one, mini group or clinic coaching. And when you go to an instructor or a coach like myself, everyone wants to know about technique. What do I do with my hips, my shoulders? How does the foot change and the rig change happen? All of that kind of stuff. Whereas there's a lot of other things that will make the difference for your carve jibe. For example, and this is such a simple one to start with, but it's missed so often. When I'm filming and I'm looking at the camera like I am just now, I'm not looking at the wind, and it makes it so much harder to windsurf. You need to be looking up ahead, 10, 20, 100 yards to windward of you, up that way, to work out what's going to happen. And if you're trying to plane out of your carve jibes, go in under power. Go in with power. I should phrase it like that, not underpowered. Go in with power. So the guys I was with yesterday, I wanted them to do it in the gust. We were sort of going along okay, powered up-ish. Until the gust came through, I wouldn't let them actually turn downwind and go into a jibe. And it really made the difference. We entered with speed in the gust, and therefore we're more likely to have speed at the exit. Other considerations are starting to go for a jibe just now, and actually I can see it, I've left the gust. Oh, it's caught up with me, I'm back in the gust again. Lovely. Bring the camera back around. Other considerations is how big those jibes actually are. And I want them to be big, like really big, losing hundreds of meters with every single jibe. Not a couple of meters, hundreds of meters. And everyone says they can go upwind, but when I take off from the beach and get planing high upwind and asking people to follow me, it really makes a difference. How high to the wind can you actually sail? And really, how good are we at getting planing without going downwind? Will mean that you can get a lot more jibes in every session. You can actually do big figure of 8 style sessions. So long upwinders, followed by a long downwind into that jibe. Rather than mowing the lawn up and down in a straight line and slamming in a hairpin at the end. Another little generalization, thinking really from the experience I've had over the last couple of weeks, teaching a lot of good windsurfers how to improve their carve jibes, is a lot of people think the problem in their jibe is the foot change, the rig flip, something around the midpoint towards the exit. When actually the bit that's gone wrong is from about now, actually accelerating properly with speed and rolling into the carve without slowing everything down too much. We could use an acronym, P.A.C.E, P.A.C.E, to help understand the carve jibe a little bit more. Prepare, the preparation part of P.A.C.E. It's all happening upwind. Everything good starts upwind. You know the motto, you know the t-shirt. Prepare for your jibe upwind hard. Get stable, get locked in, get ready. And your back foot comes out very early whilst going upwind. It makes the acceleration part much easier. Still on that preparation line. And this is more technique, but the point I'm trying to make is it should be happening high upwind. Wind check. Do it in appropriate wind. So right now I kind of want the gust, and I'm not really in a gust just yet, so I'm just gonna steadily make my way upwind. Look for the waves or the flattish bit of water down ahead of us, and quite importantly, look for other people behind me and make sure I'm not going to jibe into them or into their path. So wind, wave, water users, head, hands, front hand back, back hand back, still upwind. Unhook, still upwind. Drop your hooks. I'm into a lull. Drop your hips, still upwind. And then, and only then, do you actually take it downwind and bear away into the start of the jibe. All of that preparation happens upwind. Back foot out early, stabilize, and then the 5 H's. Head, hand, harness, hips, and hooves. And when I'm on my way back towards the beach just now, assuming I'm gonna get a nice gust, I'll run you through it once again. So that's the preparation. Prepare, head, hand, harness, hips, hooves, and then you accelerate. You're already in that locked and loaded position. You're already really efficiently channeling that power through you and through the mast to accelerate stably, keep the board fast. I haven't carved yet, haven't stepped my back foot across. Here we are, upwind hard, no one around, head check is done, back foot out, hand, harness, drop my hips, and now, and only now, do I start to accelerate. Still accelerating, back foot across, gently into the carve, and actually, this is an interesting point to make just now. The foot change and the exit. Bring the camera back round. This is live, I am here. The foot change and the exit is a bit fiddly, let's be honest. And I've done other videos diving a bit more into the foot change and the exit. So I'm not gonna dive into them now, actually for the simple reason that all of the guys I've had in the last fortnight, learning and improving, developing their planing carve jibes, the foot change and the exit, we've gone out in light winds, non-planing conditions, and really got the hang of what to do with the sail and the body. Through the bit where the wind is right behind you, you're straight downwind and actually going for your exit. Head, hand, harness, hips, hooves, accelerate. Now I'm on a run. This is training. Keep going on a run. We do this in the light winds for days and days and days. Sail on a run. It's still windy. I could get planing right now, but understanding body position, hand position, pressure between one rail or the other. Keep sailing on a run in the wind. It's great practice. In the light wind, even better practice. I'm still on a run. I'm still sort of planing. Foot change and the exit. And I'm still sort of planing. And we bring the camera back round. Now I know through this video I've added in a few extra clips just to try and solidify my points a little bit. But I want to try and make it live because I am live on the board right now talking you through it. So I've just done 3 or 4, I don't know how many jibes, all pretty much planing through, including one just then when I sailed on a run for about 10 seconds. Before I continue, do remember, if you haven't already, hit that little like and subscribe button down at the bottom. This is one of many videos I've done understanding, developing and looking into the carve jibe in more details. I've got a couple more points that are going to come with it just now. There's also a community through Facebook and the community here on YouTube you can join if you want more coaching tips ask me extra questions, or even post your own videos and I can give you some feedback. Or of course, like I mentioned already, come and join me for some coaching clinics, group or private and bespoke, just for you and your family and friends, whatever works. Let's try this again. The head check. I spotted someone below me, so I'm not going to jibe yet, but I have taken my back foot out in preparation. Preparing, head, wind, wave, water users, unclear, hand, harness, drop the hips, and this is where I push and push and push through my hooves, very gently into the carve. And just about planing out on the exit. There's a lot of small things going on, and a lot of small things done correctly make a difference in a carve jibe. It's not rocket surgery, but the right tip at the right time will really help you. And that's where watching videos like this, and a number of you have said you've got my voice droning in your head, or on tannoy around the house, or possibly on your speaker system in the vans on the way to the beach. The best tip I can give you is get coaching. It doesn't have to be from me, but from someone. It could be from me online. I could just coach you online. I've done quite a lot of that. Get the right tips at the right time. These are all quite generic, but also very helpful, because actually it's the stuff I say so often. Can we really sail upwind well? Every one of these jibes, I'm firing upwind. And now I see a gust, head, and yep, harness. Drop those hips and accelerate hard. Here we go. Full speed coming in. Step across. Let's make this one a strap style. Late foot change. Thought I'd throw you in that variation, because it doesn't matter if it's a step jibe, a strap jibe, a duck jibe, or even a downwind 3. They all start with that same preparation, acceleration, P and A, before you get to the carve and the exit, the C and E of pace. Just before 4 o'clock on a beautiful afternoon, it's time for me to head back in, turn the cameras off, and get ready for a coaching group. Thanks as always for joining me. I hope it's been helpful. Of course, leave me a comment, ask me questions, join the communities, and I hope to see you on the water at some point very soon. Bye.